Hey guys, Prince Akini here, and today we'll be doing another debunk. This time, we're doing Animation Rewind's Chara vs. Five Nights at Freddy's Total War. Basically, we're just Chara versus the FNaF band. The reason why I'm debunking this, while it is true that FNaF would literally, lose in terms of canon-wise, however, Animation Rewind decided to get arrogant and use comp Five Nights at Freddy's, which is a terrible mistake. And I'll basically explain that in just a few minutes, but before I do, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you can't miss a single one of my videos. Thank you, and let me get on to the debunk.
I hate to say this, but this fight is really a 3-on-1. This is really a battle between Purple Guy / Springtrap, the Puppet Master, and Golden Freddy versus Chara.
Nah, judging by the fact how you're using FNaF World in your post-analysis, I wouldn't say it's just more a 3-on-1. It's more so like the exact same amount of numbers that you would place against Chara. But either way, she isn't touching them, and I'll explain why in just a minute, especially if we're bringing FNaF World into this post-analysis.
The main and toy bands will literally have nothing devastating to offer Chara. Chara is massively faster than the two bands and so much more powerful.
Aha, so here's the interesting part. You're in fact wrong if we're bringing FNaF World into this, especially since that Chara isn't blitzing any of them. And here's why. Literally, you kind of ignored the fact how they literally scale above Scott Cawthon, who made their verse in the first place and made a whole lot of other verses, including Chipper, Tykes and Sons. And want to know why that's important? Here's a fun fact. Tyke has the ability to transcend time and space. Don't believe me? Here's the scan. This alone puts even puts Freddy Fazbear from FNaF World above Chara. Alone. He wouldn't need help from any of them. And that's why. Sorry, but Chara is not touching Freddy Fazbear, especially the one from FNaF World.
If Chara's soul-crushing demonic stabs are powerful enough to take out reality warpers like Azrael.
What did I just hear? Okay, just one simple question. When the hell has Chara ever fought Azrael, let alone defeat him? Why don't you go tell us that, Animation Rewind? When has Chara ever have defeated or beat or even fought Azrael in any timeline? I'm sorry, but there's not even been a feat or a statement that Chara and Azrael have even met.
And master skeletons like Sans, I have no doubt in my mind that Chara can straight up speed blitz these two bands and finish them rather quickly.
Already debunked that.
To Team FNAF's credit, Golden Freddy, Purple Guy, and the Puppet will put up a solid.
Getting chopped in half kind of begs to differ, Animation Rewind. But even canon game-wise, Golden Freddy would be able to handle much more than a knife, to be frank.
Fight. Golden Freddy will have a wonderful time trying to manipulate Chara's consciousness. The Puppet will try to do his best to remove Chara's soul from Frisk's body, splitting the two.
Whoa. When has it ever been stated and implied that Chara and Frisk are the same person? See, now you're just throwing in misinformation. Especially since, from what I remember, Chara is able to destroy and delete the entire timeline, at least the genocide timeline. And this would include the genocide ending Fritz. This alone shows that they are not the same person. Please, Animation Rewind, think before you speak or act. I learned that the hard way.
Then Purple Guy will use his real-world combat and fencing skills to keep up with Chara on the defensive. But the ultimate trump card in this fight is the timeline reset. It is the one and only ability that no one on the FNAF cast would have any real way to avoid, prevent, overcome, or remove.
Except there's a problem with said time reset. You see, Chara was only shown to be in one timeline during Undertale, that being the genocide route, meaning it's only been shown that she is existing inside the genocide route and able to erase that timeline and nothing more. Otherwise, she would have erased, like, the pacifist timeline, the normal timeline, or even, Deltarune. Not to mention, it only works in Undertale. The difference between that and FNaF World is that FNaF World literally shows that Freddy scales, already scales, like I said earlier, above every game has ever made. Like, bro, even if Chara can reset timelines, it doesn't matter, since literally height scales above time anyway, and I've already explained why FNaF World scales above that. And even more, there's also the fact how Chipper's Revenge literally exists inside FNaF World. And it should be known that alone literally scales Chipper's Revenge to Scott Cawthon, which means he scales above the cosmology of Chipper and Sons Lumber Co. And like I said, Tyke can literally transcend time anyways. This alone puts FNaF World Freddy, as I said earlier, above Chara.
This gives Chara the ultimate advantage of keeping the favor of battle no matter how close things get. To be aware of this timeline reset, you would at least need fourth wall breaking abilities.
Oh, kind of like what they did against Scott Cawthon in FNaF World during the final boss?
Something that the Five Nights at Freddy's cast lacks within the canon timeline.
So, you're literally bringing in FNaF World, which from what I remember is not the same canon as the games nor the books. And they literally scale far above them both combined as a whole. And I'm just explaining why that when you're putting in FNaF World, it's already over for Chara.
And to stop the timeline reset, you are definitely going to need your own set of timeline and time powers.
And you need to take into account how FNaF World literally has like 7 different timelines due to having 7 different endings.
Which is something Team FNaF does not have.
Already debunked that as well. Anyways, that's it for this debunk. The rest is just basically who's the next fighter and, Chara wins. When really Freddy Fazbear is the one who would actually win if we're using Comp Freddy the way he did. Anyways, if you want to see more content like this, then like and subscribe to my channel, and always make sure to hit the notification bell so you can't miss a video. If you want to see more debunks like this, comment down below to see which debunk you would want to see next, and yeah, sayonara Saiyans!